There is this terrible, sad, but familiar story that is trending right now. This story is prone to the southeast of Nigeria. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in other parts of Nigeria, but this particular story is something that I've heard in the past. It is that of police officers, since their job is to kill. I mean, the Nigerian police officers, that is their job, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. That is basically what they do more. I'm not saying we do not have the good ones among them, but the bad ones are so much among them, and they have corrupted the good one. So more or less, like, you cannot even find a good one. Now, there's a story, like I said, that is trending, and it is about a trio, 3 officers of the Nigerian police, a female and 2 male. Now, Nigeria protested, youth protested against SARS, but then that SARS that they protested against, still, the name has been changed, but the operation is still the same. Now, most of you must have heard about organ harvesting. Organ harvesting could come in 2 ways. It could come in the form of the one that happened with the senator who wanted to harvest the organ. That is what we heard, and took a young chap to the United Kingdom, to Ekweremadu. That is one part, that is one aspect of organ harvesting. And another one is to kidnap and to sell body parts. And this is the accusation that has been leveled against these police officers. And it is so loud. Hopefully this will not be covered up, because when I checked, I realized that the story has been there since 2021, 2021 until date. Nothing has happened, because they said that these officers are connected to certain people, politicians. They've served, slept with certain politician. One of the politician, that they said they've served their bed. This lady, she's called Princess. And they said that Princess, SP Princess, they say she controls Anambra with a God-forsaken Puna. She shares it like a souvenir to certain politicians. She is a superintendent of police, SP, and she got married to an inspector, a junior one, called Officer Harrison Akama, which is against police work ethics. They said if you have to marry, you have to, there are certain ranks that you cannot get married to if you're an SP, meaning senior officer cannot get married to junior officer. That's the police. I don't know what that means. Now, they said this lady, superintendent of police, Princess, has worn the beds of billionaire author Eze, Governor Willie Obiano in the past to get ranks and connections in Anambra State, even while married to her first husband. And the marriage broke apart. Obviously, if this is happening, the marriage will definitely break apart. If you are not a police officer or connected to the military and you're married to a police woman, she will threaten you. She's a bad woman. She will do and undo. Now, having divorced and finally deciding to marry this police officer, according to the report that we have on our hands, she got married to this Harrison Akama, a junior officer in the police. The reason is for them to, solidify their criminal activities. She got married to a junior inspector, Harrison Akama, serving in Akuzu, SARS. They got married, solidified their relationship together so as to be able to continue their illegalities. Now, another character came in. I told you there are 3. Of course, when I say 3, I mean those are the 3 leaders. They have their boys that work for them. Now, this Harrison, they said, is the hitman for CSP Patrick Agbazwe. And they said he is responsible for most of the extrajudicial killings in Anambra State. Now, this is centered to Anambra State. Like I said, this probably could be happening in other places also. But this is centered in Anambra State. And we'll be hearing this story several times, times that number, that certain police officers are killing people so as to harvest their organ. and to kidnap. Now, you must have heard about this unknown gunmen that we keep hearing, unknown gunmen, unknown gunmen. I do understand that the police also have a hard time with criminals. Yes, they do have hard times with criminal, but this unknown gunmen story has become so much, it's become a narrative that people do not even know. What are these unknown gunmen? What are these unknown gunmen? Now, we've heard that Harrison, when they kidnap people, either people are involved in fraud, people who come from abroad, or just some characters around that Anambra state. Once they arrest you, they will steal what you have. If you have cars, they will steal your cars. And the first thing they do, like what people complain about during that NSAS, police officers will just grab you, take you to the ATM. Sometimes they even come with POS, just to steal your money. These are uniformed criminals, armed robbers. That is what they are, but they are backed by the law. I mean, backed by their the police force. Now, a story that we heard is this. They said that Harrison, will go after an individual, and even Patrick himself, Patrick Agbazoe, will go after an individual, rope them up, come up with a story, parade them, take videos of them, beat them to stupor, and force them under duress to say they belong to Eastern Security Network or belong to the unknown gunmen, whatever it is. Just come up with something. It's something that is common where police officers will force you to write a statement, and afterwards they kill them. That is it. So they say these criminals are into kidnapping. These police officers, they're into kidnapping. Well, the good thing now is that this story is so loud, and it's good for us to lend our voices to it. It's so loud now that the police force, IGP, Inspector General of Police, have decided to wade into this. They said they are going to look at it. Although Harrison and Princess, from what we heard, are boasting that nothing is going to happen to them. They are connected to the high and mighty. Do you know why they care less about this? It's because those that are going to interrogate them also practice the same thing. They practice the same thing. They are criminals too. That is it. So these guys have murdered a lot of people in Anambra State. They have killed a lot of people in Anambra State. They have murdered a lot of people in the southeast of Nigeria. And the princess, they say she's an American citizen. She has a child in America, a mother in the United States of America. She has properties all over Nigeria, has properties abroad. And the question people are asking now is how did a police officer, how did she end up having all of this? A lot of people have come into play in this. They said there is another police officer. There is another guy, an Hausa guy called Sani. He's the one who helps them in concerning keeping, this is how they work. They say if you have a lot of money, they take your cash, kill the person, harvest their body parts, organs, pour the rest of their body, the blood they get from them, on their deity, because these guys don't do these things without some spiritual backup. They cannot operate without some spiritual backup because they know people will come after them. So they have some demons, deities that they pour the blood on, sacrifice it for the deities. And the next thing is to draw the kavada, the body that has nothing else. Like, they just give that to this Sani guy. The Sani guy, is the one that handles the corpse for them. He manages the corpse for them. All the vehicle that CSP Patrick is driving, they said was taken from suspect. He arrested and murdered in cold blood. They talked about so many cars that, in fact, they said he even took cars from fraud guys, Yahoo boys, murdered them, and a lot. And they definitely transfer all of the money they find in your account. Once they catch you, they pick up your phones from you, you open up the phone under duress, and they take all the money. Now, if a CSP that earns a little above 200,000 naira a month has all of this, then one should begin to ask questions. They say New World Mortuary in Teje is where most of the bodies of the people he kills are deposited with the help of the Hausa guy that I told you called Sani. He's one that handles all of the illegal stuff for them. They deposit the dead bodies to him, and they are supposed to deposit this dead body as a teaching hospital, but due to the number of their killings on daily basis, they have to use a private morgue to do their deal. This is what we have on our hands. It's as terrible as it can be. It is so sad. I mean, it's better, this is put out there for everyone to see, because there are a lot of missing people, and we don't even know who is who, what is what again anymore. This has to be dealt with. This has to be dealt with. Let this video go viral. Let people see the faces of these people. You might have loved ones that are missing, and the so-called unknown gunmen. Look at the people that are behind this one, at least that we know. That does not mean we don't have some characters hiding and, the unknown gunmen thing, but these are the characters. In fact, we are now beginning to wonder, is there anything like unknown gunmen, or these guys are behind all of it? Let us know that in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.